Hey everybody, Snoo back again. I got a great surprise for you all. Delighted to finally come out with this video. What you're about to see is a guy trading me an item for free, temporarily. You see, I'm typing in the chat. His item, Isling confirm, question mark. Affirm. Replace a random modifier on a rare item with a veiled modifier. Looks like he would like... these are Tailwind, Elusive, and Onslaught bots. Boots. Let's see what it gets. Oh! He missed. Unfortunate for him, but you see that I'm going to pay the item back. And I'm still going to get something in return, even though he didn't get what he wanted. That's 3 exalts. The guy just gave me 3 exalts for that. And easy peasy, 3 exalts instantly. Yes, good luck in the future. Give him that. So what am I doing? Where am I? If you know a little bit about the Syndicate, you would know I'm in the Mastermind. And I have just finished Katarina. I have a full loot worth of Syndicate stuff to go through. Let's take a look, see what we get. Oh, Winged Legion Scarab. Nice. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, some Divination Scarabs, including a Winged Divination Scarab. A couple of Winged Scarabs, that's nice. Oh my goodness. 7 Burial Medallions, wow. Just raining loot. Modifier flask quality 28%. Actually, I want that right now. Boom. Now, 4 of my 5 flasks are 28%. And let's continue. What else do we got? What else do we got here? Talismans. I don't care about that. Let's see. Next room. Okay. Sacrifices. Maybe this one will be a little better. That's a little better. Winged Reliquary Scarab as well as Gilded and a few others. What do we got here? Oh, a very peculiar item indeed. A map that contains 5 additional breaches. It's an odd one. And this one is 1 Harbinger Orb. Okay, that was actually pretty unlucky. If I recall. Next one. Oh, Trap Stash, take 1 item. No Exalted Orb. I don't know, I guess I'll take 4 Orbs of Scouring. Okay, these are Leo's tables. They've already been finished. And that's Vorici's. White sockets, already finished. And, okay, that's nothing. So, take a look at my inventory. Got a lot of stuff in there. This is the full results of value. Excluding the 28% flasks that I just bought myself, worth about 1 exalt. So, you know, I paid for my own flask upgrade. Here, we'll throw another exalt in. This is essentially the value of everything that was in this mastermind. I don't know how much it is, but let's find out real quick. Actually, I'm not really going to find out, huh? Oh yeah, I have this Paradoxica in here because very recently I was farming the Syndicate and a Paradoxica dropped. I don't know how rare it is, but I know that it's worth probably somewhere around 4 or 5 exalts looking at the ones that are on trade. So I'm just going to put it right here and list it for, I don't know, 5 exalts. Maybe they'll sell during the time of this video. What is this video, by the way? Well, let's see. I'm gonna put these in here first. And then I will answer that question for you guys. This video is a sort of showcasing a new series I've decided to make. I'm gonna call it the Shadowing series. Why am I calling it the Shadowing series? Well, I'll take you back to a little video I made that was wildly successful compared to any of my other ones. You can see how I got a lot of views on some of these videos. And then suddenly this one here is 25,000 compared to the rest that are like 2,000 at the most. How I got my headhunter in 3.16. That was a very successful video I made. And I was thinking about what made that video successful. And I've come to the conclusion that it was one of two things. Either the fact that it's about a headhunter, and I put headhunter literally as a word in the title, or hopefully it's had something to do with my approach or my delivery in the video, what I talked about, the contents, how I delivered everything, how I delivered the information, whether it was entertaining or not. It was a highly informative video, super interactive, more so than some of my other videos. A lot of the videos I make, they are kind of like I'm explaining in detail about different things I'm doing, like preparing a farming strategy, and then so I kind of front load all the information, and then I kind of play through it, and I just kind of talk a little bit about stuff. Maybe it's more entertaining than that. But that video, in particular, was not like that. No. This video, instead, just jumped straight into it. I just jumped straight into the farming strategy. I barely introduced it at all. And I just did it. And then I talked in great detail about the various aspects of the farming strategy. And there was like no moment of peace. There was just no moment, no downtime. It was just super engaging, I think, and that's why it became so popular. Let's take a snapshot and see how much all this stuff is worth. I obviously have some maps in there, but wow, nearly 10x. Probably about 1 exalt of that. Or no, more than 1 exalt. Two exalts of that stuff over here. So this was about 8 exalts worth of stuff over here. 8 exalts just from the Mastermind mission. And you can farm a Mastermind mission about once an hour, I think, on average. The fastest I've ever done it, and I've ever seen anyone do, is about 25 or 30 minutes. But you can't actually sustain that rate, not with a favorable board or setup. Yeah, but you can definitely do it with a favorable setup about once an hour, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So, just like in that blight farming video where I showcased how I got my headhunter, I'm going to do about an hour of farming, doing precisely the same thing, talking on the go in great detail, everything that's going through my mind in the moment, kind of discussing a few bigger picture type of things, and I'm going to bring you along for the ride. Hopefully you enjoy it, so sit back, relax, enjoy. Oh yeah, actually I want to put this in a special place here. Deal with that later. This is the unique that dropped off Katarina. It has a Katarina weapon veil, which is worth a few exalt. Katarina's weapon veil, as well as Elron's ring veil, are worth a little extra and are worthy of keeping to sell the veil, especially early in the season. Speaking of early in the season, it is not early in the season right now. It is kind of late in the season. The strategy that I'm showing you here in a moment is going to be focused on a middle of the season strategy. You know, a lot of seasons a lot of strategies, currency strategies, are really good early in the season, and then they just taper off over time. This one is not. This one actually ramps up because the value of Aisling and winged scarabs, which, if you notice, I had some money come in from selling my Aisling craft, and I got a lot of winged scarabs, right? Both of those things actually go up in value up to about 2 months into the season. We're now 3 months into the season, and the season's going to be over in another couple weeks. So Aisling is actually down in price. It's usually about 4 exalts for a large portion of the season. It's about 4 exalts. I sold one for 3 exalts. I was actually kind of fortunate to sell it even for that price. Take a look at my master missions here. You see I got some June missions, some Alva missions. I started farming about 1 week ago. A few days ago, doing a lot of June missions. I had over 100 June missions, and I had about 20 Alva missions. I have 44 Alva missions right now, and that's very important because we're farming in Haewark Hamlet, and I am running Alva mission, or not running Alva, acquiring Alva missions via Watchstones. They all have 95% increased chance to be Alva, so that's greatly increasing my chance of finding Alva missions. So this farming strategy, in part, is about acquiring Alva mission. That is actually the motivation, my original motivation for doing this strategy. So I wanted to build a strategy around farming up alva mission. I could have just went down here in Glennet Cairns and actually done it with these nodes here. Areas have a 3% chance to grant an additional alva mission on completion, but you know what? I thought if I'm going to do a strategy where I'm just going to burn through maps really quick, then why not do it up in Haewark Hamlet where I can farm harvest and I can farm essence and I can farm June missions. All three of these are extremely synergetic with one another in the sense that they all revolve around just blazing through a map with a mapper, a super fast mapper, and just getting through the map as fast as you can, killing the boss at the end of the map, doing a little bit of the encounters in the map, and not spending a lot of time in the map, basically. And so they are, it's just a brilliant synergy between them all, actually. Now, I could have done, instead of essence, I could have done full-blown harvest, but actually, for this video, I'm going to go ahead and do essence. I have 24, and this is 24 maps here, and, oh. Well, that's not what I wanted here. When I put all those chaos orbs in, that changed the math here a little bit. Okay, so I am going to refix this tab. Every map will cost me 3 chaos. Why? Because we're running Essence on the Atlas mission. Essence on the Atlas mission costs 3 chaos. Yeah. Harvest does not cost anything. It's just purely chance. I have 8 plus 10% chance of seeing a harvest in every map, so I have 18% chance of seeing a harvest. Harvest is going to potentially be a huge part of the currency per hour of this strategy. It's highly variable. It is the most RNG aspect of it. Everything else about this strategy is actually fairly consistent. Syndicate farming is a little bit RNG based, but I am going to use on average 1 remnant of corruption per map. I'm going to see 4 essences per map. Some maps I'll use 0, some maps I'll use 1, some I'll use 2, some maybe 3, or even all 4. But most of the time,
I'm not up to that just yet.
Maps don't even need a roll. I have alked the ones I can, but honestly, you don't even need to roll this. You just need to do June and Essence, and no scarabs, no sextants. And it's that easy. Just before we do this here, I'm going to do one last snapshot. I am going to keep the video in desktop mode, where you see my desktop, because I'm going to be doing a lot of alt-tabbing and messing with TFT. That's how I sold my alva in the first place. I sold it via the Forgotten Trove. I am a big fan of this, and I got a few vouchers for it, as you can see here. There they are. My character is very trustworthy on the site, so I've never had any problems with it. Highly recommend it if you guys are into that. If you're not, well, you know, you're missing out on a lot of currency per hour, honestly, by not doing a strategy like this. This strategy does assume one thing. It assumes that you are sitting on a surplus of June missions, particularly red June missions, and that part of your goal is to get alpha mission. Now, you can just run the Watchstone to give you extra June missions and practically sustain the strategy that way, if you want, but I want the alpha mission because I like Nemesis farming. Yeah, so that's my kick. Now, I have a few extra things in a separate dump tab, and they're not going to make a huge difference here. Actually, you know what? I can just cancel out that dump tab. Okay. One last time. Here's what we're starting with. So we're going to have to subtract this amount afterwards. So 1.5x here. I need to subtract that from the total amount I have at the end. It's going to take about 1 hour to get through one full cycle of Syndicate Mastermind mission farming. Yeah. So that's good. We're starting and 8:50 local time. Okay, so that's what time we're starting here. I have one Shrieking Essence in here, not worth using. Also, I have a Fortress right up front. I am running a Tall and Canyon. I think both of those are pretty good. I am thinking about which... Okay, Guff I don't even want. He offers really nothing in here. You're going to see me talking a lot and just kind of doing a lot of things. I'm not going to be able to explain every little thing I'm doing. This is a cheat sheet right here. I will link in the video down below. It's a really good way to see. I see that Vagan is Legion Chest. I really want Vagan, preferably in Intervention for a 50 Chaos Scarab. So I am going to pass on him, interrogate him down to 0 ranks. Guff, hopefully I'll have the option to kick him out of the board and get somebody else. So I really am hoping that Alva is on the board. Vorici, Elrond, Tora, Hillock, Gav, whatever his name is, I forgot his name. Oh, Alva mission right there. What do you know? It's already got one Alva mission. Somebody asked what part of Japan are you in? I am in Tokyo. Shibuya, to be exact. This guy's in Kanagawa, eh? We got a harvest already, so we're gonna look straight into the harvest. And we got trading currencies, Casta, that one's better quality.
My mana is gone.
I will talk in more detail. You know, we'll just go ahead and start with harvest here. I got to talk about a lot of different things. So we're going to talk about 1, Essence, 2, Harvest, 3, Syndicate, 4, Alva missions, and 5. I'm farming Conquerors, including Cirrus, actually. I got A9. Awakener 9 going on here. Now, you don't need Awakener 9 mess with Cirrus, but I do think doing high Awakener Conqueror farming is definitely worthy. Ah, these are both god-awful. Oh my god. Those are really bad. Let's see. Implicit, no. Elemental resist change. Do this one. Okay, so there's such a thing called Tier 4 seeds. They're extremely rare. I'm not expecting to find one. They can be worth multiple exalts depending on what it is. Actually, I could probably sell a cluster jewel at some point. I have in my possession many cluster jewels set up to go. I recommend you do the same. I have at least 2 of each one. We got all the way. We got this is for defense. This will be for speed, attacks, crit, life, which is the next one I'm doing. Physical, chaos, caster, cold, lightning, and fire. Every single reforge you could possibly do is in here. It's a great way to use your reforges quickly without having to rely on like, doing a bunch of little trades and stuff. I find this to be a pretty good way. This might be a good cluster jewel. I'm not sure. No, it is not. Okay. When it comes to cluster jewel farming, you're going to have to research yourself. Check out the bases. I got some links here. I can give you some links. I got small, medium, and large cluster jewels set here. Yeah, but you're going to have to check yourself. I do have 1 jewel, actually. I'm in the middle of trying to get a better implicit on. I do not need this implicit at all. Increased power charge duration is worthless to me as well. Sadly. So that covers all the reforges. You got other things like I just found a change elemental resist. Now that one, you have to have some patience to sell, but it definitely does sell on TFT. In fact, I will just go ahead and show you how I do that right now. I am not going to sell any of the ones I already had. This is a really good one. Reforge should keep all prefixes worth 2 exalts. Oh wow, I didn't actually start the program. Okay, it's a little program there called something or rather PoE Harvest Vendor. It's on the TFT website. You can download it there. By the way, this video is not specifically a guide on any one particular farming method. I'm just kind of letting you guys shadow what I'm doing. so you can see it kind of in real time how it plays out. I'm using Awakened PoE to check the prices very quickly. Looks like I did get a decent hit here on a triple of that, so I will save that one. That one will be worth something. For physicals, we got this down here. Okay. These cluster jewels are all a variety of different costs. They don't all cost the same in terms of their base. I know what the base prices are for the most part. I definitely have some practice selling them. This is probably the most challenging aspect of this farm, is knowing kind of the pricings on everything. Harvest is definitely challenging to do like that. Okay, so we got a good one. We changed the entire stack of essences over, and we got another bad one, I think. Yeah, another bad one. No changes there, really. More physical. Okay. Get my physical cluster back in here. Ooh. Ooh, this might be good. I haven't seen a 3 on the physical in a long time. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I just nailed basically a 3x cluster. And I even have a good 4th one with 2% increased attack speed. That's a tier 2 attack speed roll. So that is worth a lot right there. A lot of RNG involved in the cluster jewel reforges, but it is absolutely something you should be doing if you're farming in Haewark Hamlet at all. Okay, now this is 40-50. This base is actually worth... the base by itself is worth like 30 chaos. So I basically just made 3 exalts straight up with one of those reforges. Now, it will not sell instantly. It won't even necessarily sell in one day. So you're just going to have to take my word for the value of it. I'm not even going to mess with that here, actually. This I will mess with, I guess. Elder Friend, no. Unique weapon. I don't have a unique weapon, actually, to do that with. Not a big deal. Back to defense. Okay, so for defense, I'm using a small cluster here. Probably not the smartest thing to use on that,
I'm
actually.
not up to that just yet.
Okay, so I use Control G. No, really? I've tried to start this program like 3 times now. What's going on? It's not letting me do it. This is already corrupted, so... that, okay. Alright, let's do another June mission. I'm going to be kind of all over the place because this is basically a 5-way farm. Not to be confused with Legion 5-way. You know, my other video that I'm kind of basing this off of is a very simple farming video. The investment is very simple, and the investment for this particular strategy is very simple as well. However, the actual, like, what you're doing in the maps is not simple. There's a lot to it in this one, so I'm just gonna be talking the whole time about what I'm doing, and I apologize in advance if it's kind of scatterbrained all over the place, because one second I'm farming essence, another second I'm in harvest, another second I'm doing a syndicate hideout. You know, I'm just all over the place. It's just something we'll have to deal with, I'm afraid. Did I even do the boss? Okay, so first map is done. Actually, I should have not even done a map. Should have done a hideout first.
Be careful.
Now, the reason I'm able to do a hideout instantly after having done Katarina is because the status of the hideout does not change. It was full and ready to go from the get-go. Whatever. So I'll throw that there. Okay, that'll be the next video. Okay, I need to pull out this and this. Now the spell cluster has very little cost. That was about a half X. Maybe a little less. We'll say 70 chaos. And then the physical reforge was about that. So that's about the value I got. So I got almost 4X out of that first map. Primarily from harvest. And that was fortunate, but you know, there's a lot of different outcomes that can take place. In here, I could get a Paradoxica right here from the Syndicate captain, potentially. I do not know what the chance is. It's certainly it's less than 5% for sure. I don't know what it is, but it could be less than 1% actually. Considering it cost 4 or 5 exalts before you even unveil it. To do this strategy in decent time, you'll definitely want a fast character. It does not have to be a mapper per se, because actually most of what I'm doing is killing bosses, really. Between the Mastermind, the Syndicate, the Harvest, I guess, the Harvest boss, Conquerors and all that stuff. Yeah. So I'm forced to go interrogate. They're always at rank 2. I will have to do 4, probably. I will have to do 4 separate hideouts, Syndicate hideouts, in order to spawn the Mastermind the second time. I also need to manipulate my board to where I want, and I'll talk about that on the go. But for now, okay, that was very fast. So, you know, I am running a mapper. I do want to point that out. I am technically running a mapper that is also very well geared. So I'm extremely fast with the Headhunter, or without, actually. It'd still be really fast. And I am still quite capable of killing bosses quickly. But, you know, you could be running a non-Headhunter, just the character to move fast. You don't have to kill all the stuff like I'm doing here. And you can kill the bosses faster than I can, even. And you're going to be just about as fast as I am. So I think this is actually a terrific strategy, what I'm showing right now, with a bossing character that is also capable of moving fast to quickly do that. Aisling, I sure as hell don't want. Fortification. It's good to see Aisling is on the board, because not every Syndicate member is on the board at all times. Hit that fled, yeah, okay, we'll do.
The weak deserve death. There's only one fate for the weak egg.
Oh, no. I am on the job.
Crusader gloves, just in case it's something good. So the most important people that I want to see, I think I said already. I'm going to show you actually via the. I'm going to show you another resource I'm going to link in here with the. It's going to show the value of scarabs. That will help you determine which Syndicate members are the most valuable, which ones you want to have on the board. That's good. Oh, Aisling already. That's great. Okay, Haku.
Just do it.
Guff, I'm just going to try to get rid of. Haku, I'd like to have it. Okay, let's very briefly take a short moment here to look at scarabs. So as you can see, Winged Abyss is worth a lot. That's Hillock. Winged Reliquary is Elrond. Winged Breach, it that fled. Winged Divination is Gav, whatever his name is, and the Winged Harbinger is Tora. After that, it's a precipitous drop-off to Winged Legion, which is... what's his face? Vagan. Gravicious is the one I keep forgetting. And then we have Winged Ambush, which is Haku. And then we got Winged Expedition, which is Janus. And after that, everything else is basically garbage. So, I want Hillock, Elrond. We got it right here, okay? We got Gravicious, Hillock, It That Fled, Tora, And Elrond, I missed him. And then we want Vorici in research. And then we want Aisling in research. And there's a few other decent ones, like Chimera with the Harbinger's orbs. I've gotten ancient orbs from that. Riker, take 1 currency. I've gotten divine orbs from that. Leo in research is decent too. You can get and sell a few of those as well. Everything else is just not that good, really. I'd focus on whatever expensive winged scarabs there are for the season. Which, by the way, again, you want to do this strategy midway through the season. You don't want to do it early, because winged scarabs are not worth that much early. They don't really start becoming valuable until...
I'm not up to that just
I
yet.
got an impulsive. That's random. Until maybe 3 weeks into the season, when people really start cranking up the juice in their maps.
My mana is gone.
And then Aisling also is not all that valuable early on in Vorici, because nobody cares about the sockets and crafting ultra high-end gear 1 or 2 weeks into the season. That's why you have to wait. And you're going to wait anyway, whether you want to or not, because you got to accumulate some June missions. So you have to wait. And so it's just a terrific farm to do. Midway through the season. At some point, to just burn through all your June missions. All at once. I love it. I absolutely love this strategy. It's not something I like doing throughout the whole season. I would not enjoy doing it throughout the duration of the entire season. But
Keep your eyes.
certainly, I like doing it. I like there being like a specific, 3 or 4 day farming period where I just blow through all of my June missions. This season, I didn't have that many June missions because I did a lot of magic binding lower tier stuff where I didn't even involve killing the boss, and it wasn't doing red maps. But like the season before this, I had over 300 June missions at some point, and then I dropped all the way down to 0, literally 0. I just used them all in the matter of like a week. And yeah, again, those June missions really are worth something. If you go on trade and you look up unique watchstones that have June missions on them, you're going to see they're actually pretty valuable. About as valuable as Alva watchstones are. So you're wasting currency. Effectively, you're wasting currency if you're not using them at all. Let's now take a brief second and look at the value of essences. Essences, right here. Okay, we got the 4 big ones here, which have to be corrupted into to get them. They're about 30 chaos apiece. And we got Deafening Essence of Spite, which is 17 chaos. Everything drops off significantly after that. So I only use Remnant of Corruption if I have a chance of getting one of these top 5. And then the other ones, if I have like 3 Shrieking Essences or something in the essence before I break it, yeah, I'll go ahead and corrupt that for sure. But otherwise, no, not really. Not worth it. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I absolutely labeled that as sold already. I don't know why. Messaging me about Vorici. Somebody wants to buy Vorici. I went like 30 minutes afterwards.
Don't make me. My mana is gone.
Gotta kill these people now. Oh good, I have Tora on the map as well. So I already have a pretty good map setup. Oh wow, I have... If I had extra time, I would rejig my boots for a chance of more white sockets, but I'm not going to mess with that. Now, I could try and sell that. Actually, you know what? I have the guy's messaging me about Vorici. I just randomly stumbled into Vorici right there. Just super random. Tora offers gem experiences, a low amount, not really worth selling, not worth that much in my opinion. Worth using if you have a gem specifically trying to level. Now now I have to be rude because I'm in the middle of trying to do this strategy. Oh, I hate being rude. So you're going to get to see me sell Vorici. This is super random. Very unlikely to be able to sell this in the middle of a Syndicate hideout. This is not even a mastermind. This is tier 3 Vorici. And he is going to give me his item. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to put 1 to 3 white sockets on there. Usually it's only 1, but you never know. It could be 1. It is 1. That's unfortunate. What the hell? Now, why is he giving me his item? Like, I could just steal it, right? Well, it's because the Forgotten Trove Discord is actually a highly trusted Discord, and people have to go through long periods of trust building in there in order to be at whatever status I'm at currently. And so they trust me. Like, he's not even the least bit afraid that I'm gonna steal his item, because I've done these sorts of trades for like well over 100 times for other people, like probably 500 times for other people. And what am I gonna steal the item the 501th time? No. Like, it's pretty obvious that I've built a lot of trust, and that's a great thing, you know. When it's difficult to sell these sorts of things, you have to use kind of roundabout methods to do so, which is a little bit annoying, but...
Just
Oh my god, this guy.
Death holds no terror from me.
I will enjoy God's how I've
Oh,
wanted
thank
a
goodness.
reason
Guff
to
removed
stick
from the
to that
Immortal
right.
Syndicate. Alright, pull him out that way.
boozled it now.
I'm not
I'll
up
do
to
that.
just yet.
I'll pull that off. Guff is one of the worst guys to have in Syndicate, so I don't want him. I don't even want him there. Okay, that's interesting.
There's only one fate.
Oh, bestiary scarab. Yeah.
The wait deserved it. I've seen you
Isling
strike.
moved. No. Okay, so here's an interesting thing. This is suggesting that Isling is going to move to intervention. Well, actually, I thought she was in research. But anyway, I want Isling in research, so I got to leave her open. So I don't want to press bargain here. I don't really want to imprison him. So what I can do is I can release the target down here. I don't gain any intelligence. There's a little secret button that I didn't know about for the longest time. And this keeps my board intact. It means nothing as crazy is about to happen. Sometimes you don't want to put them in the cellar, and you don't want to accept their bargain. Because it's just, both options are bad. Generally speaking, you only want to imprison the person if you specifically, if you don't particularly concerned about their reward and you're trying to progress your safe house. Now, I thought about doing that for him, but I am going to get a gilded bestiary scarab out of it. I think I can progress the intervention safe house another way. Isling, there she is. Okay, so that's great. And I got Isling. She goes up 2 ranks all at once. The reason she goes up 2 ranks is because of this node right here. Immortal Syndicate members executed in areas have a 100% chance to gain an additional rank. Okay, I also get extra June missions on there. And when I complete a map, I get 10 intelligence to a random Immortal Syndicate house.
Hate myself.
Hillock to research. That's the flask.
Rather be dead.
You know what? I don't really want to mess.
Hate myself.
Yeah, okay, I guess I'll do that.
Death is a natural part of life.
Yeah, you know what? I will. I'll just buy another flask myself.
You're more savage than
Tor
any
moves
animal.
fortification, Rin moves research.
What do you want from me?
No.
You
I want to get
truly
Tora out of there because I
beast.
want Tora to be an intervention. So she can give me a Winged Harbinger Scarab later. Yeah. Okay, sure. What? I missed this right here, really? Weird. Okay, finally got a chance to get a good essence. And I did, okay. So when you use essences, let's talk about essence for a second. When you use a remnant of corruption, one of 4 things will happen to it. Either it will literally nothing will happen to it, or it will change the essences completely. In which case, if you had one of the special essences available, which one of them is Essence of Scorn, the purple essence. If you have one of the purple essences on there, it will augment it into Essence of Hysteria, Essence of whatever, the big ones. The other thing that happen is it can just upgrade all essences into Deafening Essence. And then I believe the 4th result is it can enrage the monster inside, but that actually doesn't happen because in Haewark Hamlet, because corrupting imprisoned monsters in essence areas cannot release them, because that's one of the outcomes that could happen. So that gets stopped because of the Atlas passive there, and it's a bad result. So it's good that it stops it completely. That's a good thing. Let's check the status here. We got okay. See, it's at 90%. So I'm gonna have to get intervention done here. It's unfortunate that's the last one. Yeah, I really need to imprison somebody in the intervention to get this progressing along. Probably should have imprisoned Jorgen earlier instead of just releasing him. That's okay. Actually, look how much time you actually have. It's hilarious how much time it gives you. You could have terrible DPS and it's still fine. Okay, yeah.
Phoenix,
Oh, you know
I
what?
will. You cannot. It's inhumane. Inhumane.
I can't remember what Janice offers in transportation. Looks like quality currency. I don't know.
I choose an honorable death.
Sure, I guess.
You honor the way by swiftly. Death holds no terror for a true servant. I must consider us even.
Okay, here's intervention. I need to get at least 2 people. All right, that's good. That's good. All right.
I choose an honorable death.
3. God. All right. Well, I'm gonna lose a gilded.
Enough blood has been shed.
Oh, I made a
today,
mistake. I should have
warriors.
actually accepted Haku over there first, because that would have got him in. So I made a mistake. When there's more than one at once, the first option is usually to execute, which will put them into that particular safe house. But because I interrogated if that fled first, the remaining option is not to execute. It just doesn't work that way, unfortunately. So like this. So I'm going to execute Hillock first, get him to rank 3, and then I'm going to execute Tora out of here so that I can have a chance to get her an intervention later. So that's what I screwed up with Haku. So Haku would be rank 2 in intervention right now if I had pushed him over there. And that would have been a free polished ambush scarab. So I just shorted myself a polished ambush scarab basically. When I do the safe house here in a moment. Yes. I'm sure you guys are going to have quite a few questions at the end of this video. Feel free to ask in the comments below. It's just so much to cover for this one. This is such a convoluted, complex strategy. There's just a lot going on here all at once. And we haven't even done the Conqueror yet. I'm also progressing the Conqueror right now, who is the Hunter influence, who is halfway through. Ah, okay, it is good. Good, it's set up. All right, good. Now, once we do this safe house, I will have unlocked the Mastermind. However, I won't want to do it yet because my board is not set up. Now, I will have Aisling and Vorici set up fairly quickly, actually. But I'm not going to have... It's because, unfortunately, because I'm doing Intervention last, the Intervention safe house last, it's going to... I'm going to be behind on setting that up. That's okay, you know, just have to run through the maps quickly, and I'll do all that. I'll do it anyway.
My mana is full.
Riker. The captains of safe houses rarely appear inside the map, so they're often quite hidden from us. We don't know who they are. Like that Fled is up there now. Okay. That's not it, I guess. That's it. That Fled's polished breach scarab. Yeah, and Jorgen, a gilded bestiary scarab. That's right. And then Riker gives blight scarabs. That's nice. Polished blight scarabs, actually worth a little something. Intervention, I love it because that's where all the scarabs are. As you can see down here, intervention. Almost everybody, literally everyone except Guff. Except Guff, of course, drops a scarab. And they're over there. Oh. Yeah, this belonged over here. So now, what's on my mind is to finish getting Vorici and Aisling, who are already in the research safe house, to get them up to rank 3 each. It is to get Hillock as well. Hillock already is rank 3 actually, so he's done. He's good. He's set. So that's a 28% flask that I have coming my way, which I'm actually going to put on my mana flask of all things. I don't really need it there, but I mean, I'll try to sell it for a hot second, but probably not going to. Aisling by herself. Now, see here,
but we are like the mythical
Aisling moves to transportation no, I don't want to do that. Now, I can interrogate Aisling here because she's only going to drop down to rank 1, which means she's going to come back into the research area at rank 1, and it's fine. I still got a lot of information to accumulate in there, so it's okay. And she's going to be rank 1. Wow, I got the essence again. Which means next time she levels up, she's going to go from rank 1 to rank 2. So I'm not really messing anything up by doing that. Haku, alright, he's over there now. Riker.
I seek to circumvent a similar sentence. Tell me what it is you desire.
Yes.
somehow.
Over here.
Time for me to clean up.
I've gotten lucky on the essences, actually. Quite lucky. Oh my god, so many. Okay, I definitely want Corel back up to 3. We'll leave him over here. He's just kind of one I don't care that much about. This guy. This guy. Alright. Good. Here, I can get Vagan out of here so I can move him back over to the right side now.
I really do hate the idea of
I'm
dying.
gonna interrogate him.
You've made your.
There we go. Okay. That's good. Now, Vagan, I don't really care that much about. He's going to give me a winged Legion Scarab, potentially, but, you know, he's also going to drop Polished and Gilded. So, altogether, his Scarabs are actually worth quite a bit, assuming he drops multitudes of them. Even Rusted Legion Scarab's actually worth something. So, yeah, I do like the idea of having him over in Intervention if I can. And you can put a lot of people over there, you know, if you're nitpicky about it. But you don't want to spend too much time doing that, because I've already been running this for 30 minutes. Mind, you know, I said you can do the mastermind as fast as once every 30 minutes. You know, I just proved right here. I could be running her right now, but I don't want to be. I'm just looking for other essences. I honestly can't remember if I got all the essences. I believe there's at least one left. Maybe not? Maybe, if there is, it'd be right here. No, okay, that's sad. A little out of focus, so I wasted a little bit of time there, but... Only have one harvest so far, and it was a doozy. It was really good. Not gonna lie. What do we got? So her exclamation's over here now because she's offering the mastermind, but you know, it would be stupid for me to do it right now. Actually, Aisling is stuck there. The only person that would even really give me anything decent is Hillock right now. Give me a 28% flash. So I have to work on the board still. I still got to stay in here. I can't run mastermind yet.
I'm not up to that just yet.
I gotta manipulate my board. And the way you see me manipulate the board is probably going to be one of the most valuable things you see. If you're not familiar with how to farm the Syndicate masterminds and all that stuff efficiently, this is going to be a lot of value to you, what you're about to see here, or what you are seeing here, actually. Tor is in the wrong place. Interrogator from rank 1, she moves down here, and then she'll be available to go in all the other spaces.
I cannot.
Graphish just refuses to come in on intervention, doesn't he? He gives me the divination scarabs. I really want him in intervention. That's a super high value scarab. And I'm not going to accept him being anywhere else. So it's just a matter of time. He may spawn right here, actually. He could spawn right here. I don't know. Unfortunately, he did not.
There's only one fate for the week.
I choose.
You know what? I'm going to get Jorgen out of here, because I'm going to get Jorgen to fill up the spot over on the left. I don't really need him on intervention. It's not that big of a deal. Dropping the bestiary scarabs. Jorgen's kind of garbage, actually. I mean, he does give bestiary scarabs, but that's about it, and they're not worth all that much. Me, Aisling, come on. Yeah, I got Aisling. Yeah. Okay, yeah, well, she was rank 1. Okay, so now Aisling is done. She's rank 3. She's in research. That's arguably the most important one. Set all prisoners free. Transportation of information. Okay, so it sets the prisoners free. I still get credit for all of the information that they were giving, as if they had completed all their turns. So it is a very good outcome, actually. Set all prisoners free. You can have another good outcome is remove all rivalries, so any of the red lines will all become yellow or green. Okay, we have another chance at an essence here, and no, okay, so another outcome, the essence, they can just add another one. I forgot about that. We can just add another random essence, so that's unfortunate. It did not give me any juicy essences there, and that's okay. Two shrinking down. Where's the boss? Where's the boss? Oh, I'm gonna die right here. Atlas mission from Alva. I started with 44. I now have 46. So I've only gotten 2 so far. But, you know, considering it's just one of 5 separate farming strategies I'm doing at the same time, it's pretty nice getting those Alva missions like that. For free. Now, if I wasn't running Alva, I could be running, you know, Harvest, higher chance of tier 4 seeds. I could be running full Harvest. I could be running something with Essence. I could be running Syndicate operatives have an increased chance of assisting each other, which increases the amount of rank ups you can get, which is okay. But you know what? All of those options really aren't that significant. They're nowhere near significant as the blight options, for example, Valdo's Rest, or many other things, or you know, beyond in Glennick Cairn. They're not that good. So yeah.
Not the deterrent one. I'll only tell you.
Death holds no terror for me.
I will enjoy
go over there.
I don't care.
I'm glad we could come to an understanding.
I need you guys in intervention.
Mother of death.
Just got smacked. Oh my god. I just died from intervention. I must have already been low life or something. I don't think I can get them back. Maybe no, it doesn't happen. Well, that's stupid. Just lost intervention, which was my most important one. I would have liked to have corrupted this, but it... Oh. Yeah, coastal hideout if anybody wants to. You will certainly get that. Not doing Abyss, it's a waste of time. I'm actually just going to go straight out of this map to get the other map. Actually, no, I need to... one more encounter somewhere. And an essence somewhere. They're not going to mess with Legion either. I'm not even sure what. I guess it's research. Oh, another one of these. Okay, this did a rank up. I get a deafening essence of envy, which is worth a little bit. Oh, it's right here. It was that close. Okay. Aisling by herself. Oh, that's terrible options. Terrible options. I'll pass. Okay, let's get the next map. I gotta get intervention up. I need to be spamming intervention like crazy right now. Ah! But first. Still haven't shown you part 5 of the farming strategy. Part 5 is Conqueror. Alright, to do this, I am running Awakener 9 currently, so I am kind of sprucing this up. It does somewhat significantly increase the chance of getting a Conqueror's Exalted Orb, or, even better, an Awakened Gem that can drop here. I'm going to juice this up about as hard as I can on the quantity. I would run increased quantity, but I'm still going to run Essence. I think it's better to do Essence. And I'm still going to run Syndicate. So I'm just going to treat this like it's another atoll or canyon map. I didn't even check what map it is. So it's a desert. Desert is actually still a decent map. You can still run it fairly quickly. It's, if I'm not mistaken, it's kind of open. It's got some dead ends, unfortunately, but so it is going to take me a little longer to do. And I might miss an Essence or something, but not that big. We're now at the 40-minute mark. I was really hoping to do the master mission within one. Again, bad options. Within 1 hour. May not happen. Okay, good. I want to see lots of people in the intervention here. Great. All right, we got Tora over here. That's Harbinger Scarab. Got him already there. Light Scarab. Interrogate him for now. Oh, this is a great option. So I'm glad you got to see this. This is actually kind of rare. So Haku is pulling graphics. Just is over here, still in the open. He's pulling him up here. This is why you want them to stay out in the open. It really increases your chance. Now he could have just randomly shown up in this intervention encounter, which was more likely. But as sort of a backup, this can be a result as well. He can just get pulled in by the person like this. Now he's just going to get thrown into here. And he's automatically now rank 1, and he's there. He's here. Now I just have to rank him up. It's going to be much easier now. I just need him to show up one more time, and he'll go up to rank 3, which means when I do my Katarina Mastermind mission, I'm going to get a Winged Divination Scarab that's worth 100 Chaos, basically. So that's why, that's how it all works. You know, just kind of have to keep running the maps until you get the operative where you want them. And there's so many different ways that it can happen that I just honestly cannot explain it all in detail here. It deserves its own guide. Maybe someday I will actually come out with a Syndicate guide. There are some other guides out there, but it's not an easy guide to make. The Syndicate as a mechanic is widely touted as the most complex mechanic that exists in Path of Exile currently. Even more complex than Harvest and Heist. So that's saying something, right? Saying a lot.
I really debate the idea of dying.
Yeah, I don't really want her over here. So Jorg and I will go ahead.
Was that really necessary?
Not paying any attention. Oh, I got the boss here. Just kill the boss. Somehow I still have another thing to do. Oh, I got a free Headhunter buff, so it's good. This is attack speed buff. Oh, damn. I wasn't expecting a 1 out of 4 unusual gems 83. Okay, that's funny. That's actually worth like 20 chaos or so. Nope.
I'm not up to that.
Okay, so I'm going to get Janice. I'd like Janice to be in research if possible.
Exile.
Janice in research gives expedition currency, which is arguably best. It's either that or expedition scarab in the intervention slot, which is also decent, actually. That would be good for Janice to be over there, too. Oh, now it says Syndicate's complete. So, that was a Conqueror map. Done. You just kind of add the Conqueror to the map. You know, you run the map really fast, the Conqueror's there inside, and I kind of just pretend I'm running a regular map. The Conqueror just happens to be in there. Oh. What? Why? I don't know how all this chaos keeps getting... Okay. Not doing what I wanted to there. See, each essence cost 3 chaos. That's why I had it set up that way, but it's not working out exactly the way I want. It'll be fine. No problem. Now you might be thinking, because I have the Mastermind mission available, I'm wasting time by not running it, in the sense that I'm not still gaining any progress on the Syndicate safe houses. But actually I am. I am gaining progress on the Syndicate safe houses. They're still progressing up, and even though when I kill the Mastermind there, they will keep their progress here. So even if they're all at 199%, then they'll all be at 99% when I get through there.
Death.
Was that really necessary?
And it works out nicely.
I expect you will come at us with a new strategy.
Okay, here, let's see who spawns this time.
I'm on it.
Lots of spawns, lots of spawns. What I like to see. Okay, Tora again. What is Jorgen doing over here? Stupid.
Death is
Alright, Tora's good. Now it's a Winged Harbinger Scarab ready to go. I didn't expect that.
Allegiance is earned by might.
Oh, okay, get rid of all their items. The Syndicate operatives have items on them. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure what that means. I think it just makes them have more health and more damage when we actually fight them. If your character is overwhelmingly strong, like mine is, it won't matter to you, really. If you can drop the Syndicate operatives like flies, then it doesn't really matter if they have items on them or not. Unless there's something I'm mistaken. I could be mistaken about this. I don't know. Vegan in the research center. I can't remember what he offers there. I think it's not terrible. Oh, somebody wants to buy that Paradoxica Valve, actually. So I said I thought that might sell on the stream, and it is, apparently. Scatterbrained here. And, incubators. Nah, that's not very good. Janice in the research. That's where I wanted her. Okay, so that's good. Already max effect doesn't matter. Good. All right. Vegan still stays out in the open. Remove all rivalries. That's great. Okay, that's good. Red lines are gone.
Until next time.
The red lines just mean... It doesn't really mean much of anything. Green lines actually matter. Green lines mean the operatives are more likely to assist one another. So this guy wants to unveil the Paradoxica himself. I did not find this in the current iteration of farming, so it's not going to be part of the tally at the end.
Hello.
It's part of a separate farm, so side note. But hey, you know, you got to see that Paradoxica dropped for me at some point, and I just sold it unveiled for 5 exalts. And it took about 45 minutes to sell. 45 minutes of time sitting in my bank at that price. Crucius of Misery into Essence of Horror. Yes, another hit. I believe it's about 1 in 4 odds of that happening, actually. That's a 30 Chaos Essence I just got there. Double Wailing Essence, that's a really bad result. Unfortunate. 1 Shrieking Essence. I will go ahead and hit this and kill it with the boss, actually. Now, I would normally skip Legion, but I mean, it was right here next to the boss, and I had just enough time to clear most of it, so it's whatever. Kind of hoping for a Templar thing, but I didn't get it, so yeah. A bunch of literal garbage dropped. Not very good. We're now at the 50-minute mark. I haven't even done half of these maps. It's pretty crazy. I believe Vorici still needs ranked up.
We certainly can't let this place.
God, this guy.
Death is not.
Again.
I'll only tell you.
You know, I'm a man of my
Friendly
word.
with Riker now, who is already in intervention. That greatly increases the chance of Vagan is showing up in this intervention. And I got unlucky and I only got Haku by himself. That's unfortunate. That can happen sometimes where you only get one operative to show up in the encounter and then you don't have any chance. God. Alright, deafening essence of scorn, I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh God. This map's really trying to kill me. So we're progressing along nicely. I would like to see another harvest. I haven't seen harvest in quite some time. Oh, I should have upgraded that. I didn't catch that. It was Essence of Spite and Greed. I could have gotten Deafening Essence of Spite and Greed out of that. So that was a slight mistake. That's two very small mistakes I've made so far in this 50 minutes of farming. Plus dying. I died a couple times, I guess. But didn't seem to matter a whole lot. Whoa.
This work? This.
Nope, I don't want you moving over. You know what, actually, I'll just interrogate you. Get you back in later. Give me a little bit of progress on the research side. Should have time. Okay, another map done, another map to go. What map is next? I set it up so I do Atoll and Canyon back and forth. Just kind of showcasing the fact that these are the two maps I'm doing. Back and forth.
Thanks to
Take a look at the board real quick. Vorici is going to be really hard to get 3 because the actual leader slot rarely shows up in the encounters, so it's unfortunate. I may have to settle with him not being there. That's why at that Fled I haven't seen him at all either. I'm probably just gonna go ahead and do, especially if I can get Vagan over there. Once I get Gravicious up to rank 3, honestly, I'm probably just gonna run the safe house. I think that will be the best time to do it. I could maybe progress the safe houses a little bit to a little bit higher progression point, but yeah, the mastermind, that's where my eyes are set. You know, you got to keep your eyes on the ball. Don't want to be spending too much time not doing the mastermind, or that's going to hurt your chaos prowess. Farm. Gotta keep your eye on the ball. You can see I got Metamorph here. Intervention, alright. We got only one? Only one?
Would you like to know how the
He randomly offered a bunch of intervention. So Riker showed up and somehow Vagan didn't show up even though they're friendly with one another. That's really unlucky. God, he just keeps
Death's the only option.
Keeps trying to go into fortification, doesn't
Death
he?
is
Just
not
won't
the
stop.
deterrent it once was.
Was that really
All right.
exile?
I expect you will come at us with a new strategy.
My transportation and fortification are basically at cap now, and that's good. I don't really care about those that much because I'm trying to mess with. That's one of the nice things. Little cheat sheet on Syndicate setting up. You only really care about intervention and research. You don't really care about the other ones. They don't really offer rewards worth anything, by and large. So if they close up and if you can't run those anymore because they maxed out or whatever, then it's fine.
My
It doesn't
family
matter.
name was once synonymous with intelligence, both of the mind and of the... What's that?
I'm going
Okay, I gotta be careful. Research is almost capped out too. And I don't want to be capping out all of these or else I really am wasting my time by not doing the mastermind. Because I can't progress beyond 100%, right? I can't keep progressing. So once I get all of these safe houses at or near 100%, you know, intervention's the only one that's not really at 100%. Once that point comes to fruition, then you know, that's it. I need to be getting in there. But I'm feeling lucky. I think, you know, if I can just get Gravish just to show up, and I don't know, maybe I can get that Fled or Vorici and get lucky for them to show up in their own encounter. It doesn't happen very often, but it could happen.
Dirty little deal is over. This is not good.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Very lucky. Just like I said, Vorici now rank 3, so I get the 1 to 6. It's super lucky that happened.
You're
No, I
not one to
don't.
bluff.
So, you know, speak of the devil. It's going to be great for the video. As I'm suggesting it might happen and bam, it happened.
Strategic knowledge is key to war.
Well, he showed up by himself. Unfortunately, there was no other Syndicate operative there to help me get the rank up, the execute option. So that's now, that's a dud.
I'm not up to that just yet. My mana is gone.
Probably Vegan. Vegan, right? Yeah, of course he showed up there. Of course.
I wonder how much more of an animal.
I may have a...
I expect you will come at us.
Transportation's gonna be closed now. Well, this is gonna be a super fast ran map right here. Shrieking Essence of Spite, man, but nothing else decent. Like that, and we got the boss. I probably left 1 essence on the map somewhere, but I still got half the map to clear, so I'm just gonna forget it. Yeah. Burning through these missions pretty fast, aren't I? I've only gotten 2 Alva missions so far, actually. It's kind of a low number. I was hoping for a little better than that. I predict one makes about 2 exalts, maybe 3 exalts per hour doing Essence. Considering Essences sell at about up to double their value in bulk, if you actually save up for bulk and do that. I think you can make about 3 exalts an hour doing it, at least 2 exalts an hour. And then Syndicate probably, you know, it's pretty consistently going to be at least 5 exalts an hour, up to maybe 8, somewhere between 5 and 8 exalts per hour.
Wheeling and dealing.
Okay, this is nice. Okay, that's going to be high level of expedition currency there. Vegan just showed up literally everywhere except where I want. So research is done. Look at my research board. That sucker looks beautiful. That's Vorici, Aisling, Hillock, and Janice. All basically. I couldn't be happier with that research board. Intervention is not complete yet. And I got a few people here. So what do we got here? What do we got? Ah, I didn't get the ones I want at all.
I'm afraid
All right, I got
the
Riker to give me a winged
honor
blight
the way
scarab.
by
It's not
swiftly delivering
really gonna
death.
matter
I
that
choose.
much.
Death is
You honor the way. I must confess.
Yeah,
Take your prize and go.
unfortunate.
I'm not up to that.
Added one is all. Shucks. I think I missed an essence. Nope. Never mind. Okay, it's been exactly 1 hour since I started doing this farm, and I still haven't done the master mission. I am going to try at least one more because I don't know. I got a good feeling. Gravicious is connected to Vegan, connected to Riker, and well, actually, he's connected to a whole bunch of people in the wrong spot, aren't they? Vegan really should be showing up over there. I don't know what the deal is. It doesn't matter how many people you have over there. You can have more and more people. I've seen up to like 5 Syndicate members show up in one before. I will still run research because Gravicious could show up here. Because he's friendly with people that are in here. So I could sort of cheese hit rank up in the alternate encounter, potentially. Not likely to happen. But drop a scarab, okay. Polished sulfites. Yeah, that is an option too. It's a pretty rare option, but it can happen.
Has failure taught you nothing yet?
I lend you my more
Thank God. All right.
It is in my power to ruin
Oh no.
our conflict aside, exile.
Oh, this is an alternative option that can happen. Can be really unfortunate. Alright, well, okay, so I basically just maxed out everything. I'm done at this point. I've got to do the mastermind. I can't wait anymore.
I know when I am.
It kills me that I'm going to get a polished divination scarab instead of a winged divination scarab, but it just, I just got to deal with it because it's just wasting time if I stay anymore. So that was my last hurrah, my last chance of getting what I wanted. You know, setting up the board perfectly, it usually doesn't happen. Usually you can't set it up exactly the way you want, but you can see on the board, I have almost everyone where I want them. And it took me 1 hour to do it. Not counting the time it takes to run the mastermind. Which we'll calculate that in. Oh. Boss, I was like, where's the boss? I was a little confused. I think I like Canyon a little better than Atoll for this. See, I have to kind of wrap around. I definitely got to do a little more running.
I'm not up to that just yet.
This. Alright. Time to do the mastermind mission. You can see me kill Katarina. See how easy she is. She's actually kind of difficult if you don't know the fight at all. And unfortunately, the way I'm about to kill her, you're not going to learn anything about the fight because, yeah, I'm just going to completely destroy her. But anyway, let's do it.
Thanks to your...
The only problems here, I don't really care about any of this stuff over here. The only problem is Vegan's still not assigned anywhere. I could never get him. I got really unlucky with him never showing up over there. And Gravicious also never showed up over there, except I pulled him in from Haku's as a team effort. And he's not rank 3. So that's a legion. That's legion scarabs and divination scarabs that I'm not getting, that I would like to get. Now, while this is going on, you would want to set up a tell here.
You found me at last.
Oh, I could have just left that out there. Is anyone else I'm selling? No. Okay, that's it. Yeah, do her real quick. So I'm still in desktop mode, so you guys are seeing everything that's going on. Now I say I'm gonna absolutely crush this boss, but actually I might die a couple times because my character is absolutely geared for mapping. I have almost no recovery whatsoever, single target. A sort of passive recovery. I only have like 150 life regeneration or something. I have terrific recovery if there's a bunch of monsters on the map, but without a bunch of monsters on the map, no. I need to finish this here. So this is 20% flask. Try for 1x. I will just buy it off myself. Here comes that. 1 to 6. That means 1 to 6 white sockets. What do you see? Oh, fuck, I'll do 30 C per, I don't care. And 3x. Give my in-game name. And I'll let that go. Now, I may get messaged. This is in the right channel, right? Yeah. I may get messaged while I'm doing this, so they'll just have to wait a second. And that's okay. You know, I've had to wait for the person to clear the encounter too, because I have to go in here and actually clear it. Finish the encounter. The short little mapping session. There's literally no point to this part. These are all just super easy monsters. Drop a portal because if I die, I don't want to have to spawn at the back. You can get some flask recharges throughout, but you know, my character is geared for mapping, so I have flask issues when I'm actually bossing. Unless the boss just dies instantly. Katarina has 4 phases though, you can't just kill her outright. She's actually a lot like Cirrus in that sense. You have to kind of do her stuff 4 times. 4 rounds. So all of the Syndicate operative captain ranks are on standby at her every whim. And then I gotta go here and do this stupid thing. Okay, that was 1 full round there. Chance to get a little bit of regen back here with some ads. She's gonna teleport somewhere. She's actually a really awful boss for Toxic Raid. I mean, really bad. Yeah, okay. That's actually way earlier than I usually. I usually do actually die once in this fight, just because I don't have the recovery and I just get dwindled down. You cannot afford to die many times on this fight, though, because then you won't have the portals left. Now, this next maneuver she's doing, I usually don't even see it because she doesn't have time to cast it, but she does this time because I died. If I get hit by any one of those skulls running around the ground, then I die. So I have to run around and I don't want to be standing over here. See, my recovery, life recovery is just garbage. But the encounter is basically done now. Oh god, I just stood in that. Are you kidding me? She should be dead right now. I'm really surprised she's alive. I was kind of off-screening her at that moment, but apparently she didn't die. Which is really odd. Okay, okay, she is dead. Yeah, okay, that's weird. I saw
I'm
teleport.
not up to
over.
that just yet.
I thought I off-screened her, but anyway, I guess so. I got a couple messages.
Shut up.
Yeah, I saw 30C per white is actually pretty cheap. So I sold that a little cheap. This guy probably asked for the same one, unfortunately. That's weird. Katarina also dropped some scarabs, as well as a Katarina Veil, and one unique, which is, actually this is worth 20 chaos. So that's not nothing. I don't know if this is the right guy. Winged Harbinger Scarab, and they also dropped some other scarabs too. It's not just one scarab, but I'm guaranteed the Winged Scarab. Okay, that was Janice's loot there. Unfortunately, no, none of the really good stuff. Maps is, I honestly don't even know who drops the maps. Okay. Come on. Oh, okay. What's that? So it's now been an hour and 10 minutes. I mean, what, polished breach scarab? Yeah. Okay. What will be next? Winged blight. Not that special. That's coral over on the transportation side. Okay, this is flask quality 28. I will use that at the end if I don't sell it. I don't know. I don't know if that guy is.
My mana is gone.
That's weird. So I sold. I thought I sold this already. Vorici anyway, but guess the guy that. So I had two people want to accept. I accepted one's offer, and then he sort of just is missing. And then a third person messaged me. I said, you know, it's sold. And so, yeah, I've had 3 people message me for the thing, and I still haven't managed not to sell it yet. Elrond wasn't in my... Elrond, I had no opportunity to get a Reliquary Scarab, actually. Yeah, my Scarabs were actually pretty bad. My intervention rewards were pretty bad. I didn't get Reliquary, no Abyss, no Reliquary, no... Just... The only good one I got was Harbinger. That's the only good one. Pretty awful. But I had a perfect research. So, more or less. Now people here are trying to sell Ising for 3x, for 4x, for 3x, for 2x. Wow, 2x should sell immediately. There's me at 3x, 2x, 2x. Wow. So it looks like the supply on Ising is actually a little high right now. And the demand is a little bit low. So if you do this strategy 3, 4, or 5 weeks into the league, you post that thing, you're going to get tells immediately. You don't even need to worry about it. So I do want to actually kind of close out this video. Hopefully I can get one of these people to buy here. I have to wait another 3 minutes to message, unfortunately. I will go ahead and purchase my own flask here. Finally, get all my flasks up to 28%. That is actually worth 1x, so honestly seems fair that I kind of bought my own. Kind of cheating, but it'll be okay. Let's see where we're at right now. I did only get that one harvest. Yeah, only one harvest, and all those maps is kind of bad luck. Let me get back to Isling's spot. Yeah, Vorici is on the other side. Oh, how many exalts are in there now? 10! 10 exalt, minus 1 is 9. So I still got Isling coming to me, that'll be about 12. Vorici would also be another one, so maybe 13. This was 1 hour and 15 minutes, so I started this farm at this point 1 hour and 15 minutes ago. I will get at least 3x from Isling and Vorici here in a minute. It's just a bad moment, so I'm putting that in because that's going to be... You saw at the beginning of the video, I got 3x for Isling, and Vorici is like 30 chaos per white socket, or 40 chaos per white socket. So that will cover those rewards. I'm gonna have to post the sale again, maybe sell it for 2.5, but Vorici will still sell again quickly, hopefully. So this basically represents what's in my dump tab right here. Basically represents the full value that I got out of that farm for 1 hour and 15 minutes. And take one more snapshot. 13.5. So we're gonna take 13.5. minus 1.5 because that's what I started with in my tab. Now I didn't use anywhere near all the maps and essences that I had there, but that stuff's still in there, so it hasn't moved. So this is true. This is about how much net profit I got in 1 hour and 15 minutes. So I just gotta take it divided by 1.25 to cover it for 1 hour. So about 10x. I got about 10x an hour doing this, and that's pretty typical. Actually, when I was testing it this whole time, I was getting right around 10, somewhere between like 8 on the very low end and like 12 on the high end. X per hour. So I'm going to kind of label it as that, probably around 8 to 12x an hour. You know, I could have got a reforge, I could have got some harvests and gotten more cluster jewels. I could have gotten a reforge, keep prefix, keep suffix. Those are 2x apiece. Not even all that uncommon. I could have gotten those winged scarabs that I wanted. I could have done all of this in 45 minutes instead of 1 hour and 15 minutes. That would have also changed the math a little bit. So it's perfectly conceivable that you could get 8 to 10x an hour doing this, while at the same time building some alpha missions. Now, it appears that I only ran like 15 maps or so, that I only got an extra 2 alpha missions in that whole time. A little bit unlucky, but I say, you know, if you're thinking, you know, I want to farm alpha missions, don't just put alpha watchstones in some random place and just farm alpha missions and that's all you're doing, because you're not making any currency when you do that. Go ahead and find a good lucrative currency farming strategy that synergizes with accumulating master missions of your choice. That's what I say. And you know, this is kind of fun once you've figured it all out. And if you haven't figured it all out, well, that's just another thing you have to learn in the game, I guess. That's the way I look at it. Of course, if you for some reason hate doing syndicate farming, like you've given it a shot a couple times, you've tried it, maybe you understand it already and you just hate it, okay, then don't do it. But I don't like seeing all those master missions go to waste, knowing how much hidden value is there. Now, I have a ton of beast missions available that I still haven't done. But I'm not a multi-boxing beast farmer, so I don't feel bad about not doing those. Yeah, we're going to try to sell these one more time here. If you're done and you're ready to go, you can do this. Yeah, portal ready. Okay. I'll probably get a message now. Oh, I actually got a message already, so. Oops. Apparently my sound is not working for Discord. I'm not hearing it on my headset at all. But these people actually shouldn't really be messaging me on here. I mean, they can be, but I went ahead and gave him my in-game name. Already. He messaged me before when I was offering 3x. So I missed his message, and he got one already. So I missed that one. But, you know, obviously it would have sold. I'll probably get a message here at some point. I'm not going to waste your time anymore, though. Just sitting here and waiting for these to sell. They're going to sell any moment. And if for some reason... I mean, I'd be blown away if Ising doesn't sell here in the next minute or two with 2.5x. But at any rate, because that would actually be the lowest I've ever sold it.
I'm not
Literally
up to
the
that
lowest.
just yet.
This is the last couple weeks of the season. Markets are crashing a little bit, but it's actually everything so far, what I'm seeing is still behaving about the same way it was, say a month ago, or 2 months ago, with the exception of maybe like Isling and Hillock. Those types of sales have been suddenly taking a dive a little bit. So we'll see what happens with the next season. We don't know yet. There's been very few details so far about 3.17, the Atlas getting reworked. I don't know if this strategy is going to stay intact. Probably not 100%. There's going to be some changes, probably. But what you saw here should give you, hopefully give you some inspiration, either to do a little more farming the rest of the season, or to brainstorm yourself what you can do next season, how you're going to handle some of the June missions. We just had our Atlas kind of ripped apart already, where June was in Valdo's Rest and Haewark Hamlet, and Valdo's Rest was a better place to do farming. We lost one of the good passives, but combined some other ones, so things are always changing, they're always evolving. And I will probably make another video about this particular strategy next season, because I don't see that many videos about Syndicate, lucrative Syndicate farming strategies, actually. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for checking out the video, and I'm going to close this stream for now. Hopefully you like this episode 1 of the Shadowing series. I do plan to make a few more videos about this. Probably going to kind of stay on point with farming strategies that don't actually really require a headhunter, don't require amazing gear, don't require a huge investment. Both the Blight Farm, the video that I referenced earlier in here, that Blight farming video, and this video, almost no investment whatsoever. I mean, it's just very little. I'm basically the only investment I'm making is in essence farming, which is notoriously cheap investment. So stay tuned. Look forward to oncoming videos. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do next. I might go back to magic finding, make another magic finding video. I don't know. I'll think about it. We'll come out with something again before the season's over, for sure. We'll see you around for the next video. Thank you for watching.